Today we're going to be taking a look at the SuperSprings Custom Suspension Stabilizer and Sway Control Kit. Now these beams are going to just sit on top of your leaf springs in your vehicle and add some extra support. That's going to be very helpful in those situations where we have our vehicle really loaded down and we need some help to prevent any sagging on the back end. Maybe we're starting to get some sway happening, especially as we're towing our trailer down the road. Or in this situation where we have an RV, a lot of times those can act just like big boxes just swaying down the highway. So our springs are going to add some extra support to our leaf springs, bolster that OEM suspension, and alleviate all those problems. The thing that I really like about this system is that it's pretty easy to install. The shackles the leaf springs just sit on top of your spring. The shackle goes around that spring pack, so there's no drilling required with this. It's pretty straightforward. It comes with some good instructions that have pictures of different vehicles and how they need to be set up. We'll have a couple of supports depending on what vehicle you have, and then the other brackets to go around our suspension to keep everything in place. But overall, pretty straightforward install. And again, no drilling, which is huge. And there's also no maintenance with these. A lot of times if we have air springs, those require constant maintenance. We have to make sure that the air pressure is right, adjust it as we need it, and make sure that our lines don't get messed up, that we don't have any leaks in the airbags, things like that. So once these are installed, you really don't need to mess with them unless you just want to adjust how much they're engaging with the springs as you go. But the idea with these is that pretty much they only activate whenever your vehicle is under a heavy load. So it's going to work out well for those situations like an RV or maybe a work truck where it's under a constant load, and also in those commercial applications where we're hauling a lot of stuff and we've got a lot of weight that's on the back of our truck. These are made of a durable spring steel with a nice black powder coat finish. Helps to relieve any rust that might occur. And pretty easy system to use. You definitely want to check our fit guide here at etrailer.com and make sure that this is a fit for your year, make, and model, because there's a couple different versions. And once you put your year, make, and model into our fit guide, we'll go from there and see if this is a fit for you. Comes with everything you see here laid out on the table. You can adjust it. That adjustment will vary on your vehicle, but typically this is just going to bring that back end of your vehicle up whenever it's under a heavy load, and helps to support, especially like older vehicles where the leaf springs are just starting to get a little worn out. Not to where they're breaking, but just to help support a more elderly vehicle. It's going to help to get those springs loaded back up. Now the weight capacity for these is 6,000 pounds. That's important to note, though, that this is not going to increase the overall payload for your vehicle. It's not going to be able to haul 6,000 more pounds than it already can handle. It's just that this is what's these are going to be able to withstand that amount of weight. So you never want to exceed the manufacturer's recommendation for your vehicle. And that's going to do it for our look at the SuperSpring Custom Suspension Stabilizer Sway Control Kit.